All right, family, I'm here. Some days right in the middle of your having a great day, somebody or something can come and just really give that great day a little hiccup. I ain't gonna talk about it, but I'm still having a great day. So y'all hang on. We're gonna get this cigar together and we'll be right back. Good afternoon, my cigar smoking family. Good afternoon. Today, we are going to light up and smoke the Adrian Magnus Imperials. I was going to say Imperiales, but it says Imperials. Oh, there we go. We had to focus in there. And there's your density. I heard you, Alex. Adrian Magnus, a company that I had not heard a whole lot about. In fact, I had heard nothing about it before I got this cigar. One of the interesting things that I see here about these cigars, at least this one, it says aged 10 years. And I noticed that on the website that the Adrian Magnus cigars were aged like 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. Every year you age a product, it costs you a little bit more because space costs money. Let's just say that. So we're going to see. Today in the Imperial, we're going to smoke the Imperials. We're going to smoke the 5 1/4. I'm calling it 5 1/4 by 56 because that's what it measured out. I think they say it's 5 1/4 by 52. It's the Robusto size. $16.75. Wrapper. Now, this is another interesting thing. The final thing I have written here is Ecuadorian Habano 2000, binder Ecuadorian Habano, and filler a mix of Dominican, Ecuadorian, and Nicaraguan. I had everything from all Dominican to Dominican, Nicaraguan, Dominican to that final blend. So I'm not quite sure which one is correct, but it is what it is. Nicely rolled cigar. Feels expensive to me, I'm going to say, in my hand. When I looked at this cigar, the presentation said this is an expensive cigar. So I had to make sure I knew exactly what it was that I was smoking before I smoked it. But then when I look it up, $16.75 is not really that expensive these days. No real smell. No real smell. We're going to do a little handy dandy straight cut is the way, brought to you by Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. Ow. Also known as Steve Nim. Some of y'all won't get that, but it's okay. Cold draw. Dirt and a little bit of musty. That's interesting cold draw. And when I mean musty, I don't mean like underarm must. I mean like almost like moldy. I don't know if that's supposed to be good or that's not supposed to be good, but we're going to see. All right, family. Brother Dexter. Brother Dexter, here we go, brother. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to light this cigar up and we're going to see what we think about it. I'm going to try to do a little more research on the Adrian Magnus brand, but I'll tell you, when I looked at the website, I'm like, oh, this looks nice. Oh, this looks smooth. This all looks fake to me. Could be, may not be. This looks like if I was going to use my favorite AI assistant to create a website for a cigar that I had named, this is what it looks like to me. There's no real names of people and their history that goes back to the southern coast of Africa, Cuba, or North Carolina, or whatever. I don't see any of that or any people associated with it, so I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper. So it feels false to me. Now, I could be wrong, and I might be wrong for saying that. I'm just giving you my opinion. All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh, we good to go now. Family, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go, y'all. Right up front, I get hints of some type of wood. You know, I get these spam people calling me every single day. Every single day. Nice draw. Retro brings out, like I said, a hint of wood, a little bit of sweet caramel, some type of spice. I'm gonna leave the line in front of that spice blank because I'm not sure what type of spice it is. The spice is picking up for sure. It's kind of like in the back of the throat. Right now I'm looking down going, how the hell you spell throat? Just looks weird. All right, family, I'll be back. All right. All right, family. All right. I know what that spice is. Now that I looked down and I saw the blend. Rappers Ecuadorian Habana 2000. Not a rapper that I like. Don't like the flavor in it. That spiciness is coming from there. Second part of what I am getting in the finish. It's a very minerally finish. It leaves that minerally, I'm going to call it cardboard taste in your mouth. That is the taste of that Dominican tobacco. That when I used to say the Dominican twang and I didn't care for Dominican cigars, that's the taste. Now, some people like that. I don't really care for this at all. But we're going to see if it gets a little better. She is burning very well. She is rolled very nicely. smooth. That retro is smooth. So I don't know what kind of spice I'm going to say that is. But the retro is nice though. That retro brings out that sweet caramel. Ooh, coffee, black coffee. It's almost like the retro is the saving grace here. I got smoke and don't stop, so I don't get that finish on my palate. All right. But she's, like I said, she's burning nice, she's burning slow, so we're going to see where she goes. I still got my cup of coffee from this morning, so I'm just still sipping on that. I'm going to sip on that. Ask my parent. We'll be back. All right, family. This cigar is going back and forth for me. It is definitely built well. It is rolled well. I'm going to tell you what I don't like about this cigar. I don't like the Habana 2000, if that's what's on the wrapper. It says it is. That's always, to me, a very harsh wrapper. The pepper in it is harsh. It leaves a, I don't know, but combined with that is the Dominican mineral that's all over my mouth. It's all over my lips. Minerally, like Flintstone vitamins, those old Flintstone vitamins that you used to take. Some people don't know what they taste like. Probably had some stuff in there that wasn't good for you, but then you go do the retrohale, and I swear there was like a little bit of fruity in there, like fruit punch. I know, fruit punch, but in the middle of all of that other stuff that was going on, there was a fruity sweetness, not like the caramel that I had been getting on the retrohale. Now, I will say this. I think this is an excellently rolled cigar. She is burning well. You could just look at the burn line. Let me get the focus in here. Focus, man. You can look at the burn line. You see how that's burning quite even. The ash is nice and compact. Beautiful construction. So the problem is not with the construction. The problem is with the blend. Now, I'm gonna go back over here. You're gonna have to see a little bit of you got to see a little bit of this light on my eyes from the computer. But here, let me try to turn this down some. All right, that's a little better. Because I want to go back to their website, Adrian Magnus. Is Adrian Magnus a real person? Probably not. I'm gonna go down to the About Us. That's me, About Us. Now, I could be totally wrong. And this could be a day that I am just wrong. It's Adrian Magnus Geneva. Black is the cigar that they put together. And this box is in a humidor, which looks suspiciously like a humidor made by a friend of mine. We believe that cigar smoking should be more than a habit. It's never a habit for us as cigar smokers. So right away, that seems like that was written by somebody that doesn't smoke cigars. It should be enjoyed like a work of art, something to be savored and appreciated with every puff. Therefore, we have made it our mission to blend art, culture, and flavor into harmonious masterpieces that transcend the mundane. Okay. Every cigar we produce is a true expression of our passion and commitment to luxury and refinement. Crafted with the utmost care and attention to detail, we use only the finest long filler tobacco from the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and Ecuador, meticulously selecting each leaf for its quality, texture, and flavor, and aging it to perfection to create exceptional premium product that is truly second to none. That was definitely written either by AI or a marketing person. My opinion, right? Our story. Now, again, no pictures of any people. It's just the story, right? As avid cigar enthusiasts, we knew that exceptional quality and unmatched craftsmanship were paramount in the creation of luxurious cigars. So we embarked on a journey to produce the very best of them. It was this passion that inspired us to create unique smoking experience that brings people together over shared love of premium cigars. We travel far and wide, searching for the finest soils to produce leaves of the highest quality and age them to perfection, allowing their natural flavors to develop and mature. Countless hours of research and development led us to create a collection of cigars that exceeded our standards. And from that, Adrian Magnus was born. Today, we provide the world with some of the most luxurious cigars available, and we are committed to continuing to innovate. That English is not right there. And push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of high-end cigars. Okay, I don't believe it. We take complete ownership of the quality. So does everybody that makes cigars, right? That doesn't make you a luxury because you do that. Nick Perdomo does that and sells a $12 cigar. Everybody does. Steve Saka does it. Francisco Almonte. My folks Terrence Riley and them over at Aganorsa. Any cigar company you name, they do this, what you just said. Doesn't make it luxury to me. Cigar is a luxury product, but that doesn't make it luxury. There's a picture of someone lighting a cigar with an Adrian Magnus lighter, okay? There's a picture of a guy with a drink, but I don't think that's the guy. This is my favorite thing to do now these days, right? I love doing the reverse image search. Hold on, let me shrink this down so I can get it all in one. Because this looks like if I would say this looks like a stock photo. Some of y'all don't know, but I used to be in the graphic arts business for the Army, and a lot of what we did was created with stock photos and library photos. And there was a time when I actually did some work creating those photos for libraries. So yeah, let me see what I got here. I want to ask you about this picture. Tell me what you can tell me about this picture. Because I want to know, is this Adrian Magnus? I don't think there's a person. Yeah. Okay. I ain't going to blow y'all all the way out the water. Oh, no. I thought that picture was on Amazon. It's not. But definitely looks like a stock photo to me. Definitely looks like feels like a fake story. And you've got a cigar that you tell me has been aged for 10 years. Maybe this company was known in Europe or Sweden or somewhere else. I knew what I was talking about. There's the guy on the website. And what makes it even worse, this is on a free site. So that's what I'm talking about. So there's a story here, and the story sounds good, but I don't believe there's any real people behind the story. If I had to guess, these cigars came out of somebody else's inventory, and the name and the company was created around it. That's what my guess is. All right, I'm still talking, family. Okay. All right, let me do a little more digging. I'll be right back. All right, real quick, and then I'm done with this. All right, so this Adrian Magnus, their premium cigar brand. Premium just means that's the name that you gave to it. They're part of an international premium cigar distribution company, which was founded in 2012. Seems like most of their leadership may be in Belgrade, Armenia, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Moldova. So, again, nothing wrong with creating a company to sell cigars, but like I said, it didn't feel like real folks to me. It felt like a business, and that's exactly what it is. So, what's the cigar taste like, LeeMack912? Not gonna be my favorite, and I'm gonna tell you why. That mineraliness of the Dominican says to me, and what I've learned, this is just my experience from my palate. Don't just take this as you want to. What I am tasting is under fermented tobacco. So the tobacco, the cigar could have been rolled. It could have been aged 10 years. I don't believe it because the flavors don't feel like they've melded together for 10 years. But if it starts out under fermented, you can age it as long as you want to. It's going to still be under fermented tobacco. So that's what I think that I'm tasting in that Dominican. Plus, top it off with my least favorite wrapper, the Ecuadorian Habano 2000. Not my favorite, so that's it. So anyway, but they did a great job of whoever rolled these cigars, wherever they rolled them, they did an excellent job. I just don't like the blend. Now, maybe they have other blends that I do like, and I'm not sure what kind of sent me down that rabbit hole that says something don't seem right here. And that's the whole thing that I like to say, family. People have experiences, and once you have lived life a little while, you know something ain't right. Something ain't right. I don't care what you tell me, something ain't right here. Now, you could tell me, like, my favorite cigar brand that they went to this place over there, to some place, and they, got these cigars out of there, or this club got these cigars from somewhere else. You could tell me all of that, and I could believe that, but there's a person in front that has some say-so. But anyway, we're going to smoke on a little bit more and get out of here, because this cigar ain't going to be it. You know how she tell you that's not it. That's not it. I'll be back. All right, family. Yeah, the Adrian Magnus Imperials. I got a lot left, but I'm not going to smoke to the end of this one because she is just not getting any better. In fact, it's getting worse. Still a nice retro hail. That fruity pebble is in there somewhere. But the finish that it leaves in your mouth afterwards is just not good to me. So anyway, I'm gonna give you my numbers, family. Price, I'm gonna give it a 2.9. She's $16.75. I'm slightly less than average to me for the type of cigar that I got. Flavor 2.9. Construction is a 5. Overall smoking experience 3, which gives us a 3.4 out of 5 on the LeeMack912 scale. You gotta learn to be smart, family. You can't believe everything that everybody tells you, because not everybody is looking out for your best interests. Yes, cigar companies are out there to make money. They are out there to make money by selling you a cigar. So they're looking to separate you from your money in exchange for their products. But there are some cigar manufacturers out here that are passionate about what they do. Nick Perdomo comes to mind, and people will call him like a tobacco Nazi. So hate him or love him, Nick loves his product. He loves his tobacco. He loves the soil. He always wants to provide a consistent product, and you either like it or you don't. But you got somebody that's behind the product to make sure that you have a good product. When you have a company that is not, I want to say not created by cigar smokers, but they are there to design a marketing campaign and hook it into their distribution line along with the other things that they help companies do. You can get a very beautiful box. You can get a beautiful cigar. You can get a beautiful story. You can get a beautiful, all of that. It looks good. The bottom line is, what do the cigar taste like? What do it taste like? And in this case, the taste is not good to me. It's a fail. I held on to this cigar. I got it in a club box, and I held on to it because I was like, man, this looks like a really expensive cigar. Read the story. I said, this is going to be smooth. It's going to be a very good smoking cigar, especially that price or whatever. Good deal. Just be smart, family. Use your palate and judge it based on what you think about it. I don't care what nobody tells you. I don't care what a cigar was rated. I don't care if it was a cigar of the year on so-and-so's list. Even on my list, my top cigar might be one you light up and say, I don't like that, LeeMack, because it ain't good for your palate. All right, that's enough. When you wake up in the morning, you got to tell yourself today's going to be another great day. Why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between truth and a lie, so therefore you might as well tell it a good damn lie and go on and have yourself a great day. 18 years, family, 18 years. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Maybe next time we'll have a better cigar. We'll see. Peace.